And on the hill, Shohei Ohtani. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Now it's the shortstop, Tyler Fitzgerald.
0-1's the count.
First pitch, 7-10.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Playable Betts makes the grab, and there's one away. Here's the Giants lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Wilmer Flores.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Wilmer Flores. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Dude, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Freeman takes it to the bag. Giants go in order. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Spencer Howard. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris,
his game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, you know, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. The power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. So, man aboard, Alan Big Daddy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's 2 away.
Batting fourth.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Chris, he's a former Hank Aaron Award winner, which means he was named the best overall offensive performer in his league. That one fouled off. Yoan. And there's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. Banks off the wall. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. And he's got a double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Here's Mookie Betts. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Pitch misses. 1-0. One run across in the frame so far as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 ball. 2 straight.
And Mookie takes. The 2-2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second, and they take a 2-run lead. Betts into second.
Well done. Drives in the run. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Here comes Max Muncy. And a foul ball. Betts at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants nothing. And we're back. Second inning set to go. And digging in for San Francisco, Kyle Schwarber. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Ohtani, a former MVP. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with him.
The pitch. That misses, and the count is even 2-2. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who's going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Throw on to Freeman, and there are 2 outs.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Blake Sabol. Fought off foul.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. The pitch. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Double play ball to second. There's 1 and 2. In time to first for the double play. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one. A gigantic blast. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Swung on, belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself a gap so you can jog home as well.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Stepping in, Allen Big Daddy. He's 0 for 1. That one the other way. Flying try, but it gets down. Should be extra bases. 1 run across. 2 runs across now. And he's into third with a 2-out triple.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Tristan Beck.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Ohtani in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That misses. Now 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 6-0. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. So 2 down. Here's Mookie now. Doubled his first time up. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Man at second here with 2 away. Max Muncy now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. And down on strikes. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. New inning getting started. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Well, these Giants definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Here's the second baseman, David Villar. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And it's fouled away. At the belt and fires. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Betts whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's a speed threat, Tyler Fitzgerald. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Got it by him for the K. Giants are down 1-2-3. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Back to work. That one ripped. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Now he launches a throw over his head, and he'll pull into second safely.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Lutz batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Fights that one away. The count remains 0.
And it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
And he handles it himself for the out. Now here is Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it to Flores. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing, and that ball smashed down a line. Conforto right there to make the grab. And that's the inning. But they push across 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. Back here in L.A., John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Matt Chapman. And the pitch. That misses, and the count is 1-2.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Flores in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
They got it for out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Schwarber in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Caught and missed, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Giant ready to go, bottom 4. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. The line to kick the pitch. The other way. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And now the center fielder, Alan Big Daddy. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Schwarber going back, and that is gone. A 2-run homer, his 34th of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-0.
His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, number 74.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. This one smoked on its way out of here. A massive home run. And they add to their lead. It's 11-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let him fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's Mookie to hit. Bounced up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. That leaves him without a throw, and he's out at first. Man at first, Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a swing and a miss.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
0-2 is the count.
Right-handed reliever keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Nobody out, runner at first. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Left-hand hitter waits. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And the righty deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Hard on the ground to first. They get one. On to first, double play. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. Smith, an all-star a season ago, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Big swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That was blasted to the moon. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 12-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dig. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And stepping in is the speedy Gavin Lux. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
The batter now, Teoscar Hernandez, gets him to chase after that one. 4 runs already in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Hit high.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they extend their lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So 2 on with 2 away. And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single.
Ball.
First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hernandez at third. Freeman at second with 2 gone. Two on, 2 outs. Back to the mound. He's got it. Fires over to first. What a play. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the right fielder, Jorge Soler. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. right through there for a strike.
Well, these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all.
Betts, one at second. Oops, throw goes to third. Man at first, and here's the catcher, Blake Sabol. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-0. And misses inside.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And here it comes. Fouls one off. 2-2. The Dodgers up big in this one, and we're at the top of the fifth. Now it's 3-2. And there's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Big Daddy has a beat on it, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. And up next for San Francisco, David Villar. Strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Giants leave a couple. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Big Daddy leading things off and takes a strike.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one. And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
The 0-2. And they'll do it again. And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And he deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So now here's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 14-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's Mookie now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Schwarber ranging back, and it's caught just in front of the wall.
Now batting.
Here's Muncy to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Lace down the line, took the extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. The relay to second, tag, save! Bang, bang play, that was close. And now the catcher comes up to hit, Will Smith.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swings through that.
0-1.
In the air, left field, Schwarber sizes this one up, and that ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We're through 5. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and the batter will be the shortstop, Tyler Fitzgerald. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. Fastball in for a strike. 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right-hander kicks, deals, gets a piece, and stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
The batter.
And here is Matt Chapman. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Fights it off, you'll see another. Righty to the plate. Stays alive. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up. And we're the top half of the 6th. Got him swinging. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Flores now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. 2 outs. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And the pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Kicks and deals. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Dodgers lead it 14-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Rogers back to work. And he grounds one back up the middle. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
The Dodgers up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-2 now. This one popped up. VR drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Freddie Freeman. Out towards right center field. Soler tracks it down for the out. We go to the top of the 7th. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Up the middle. Bats up with it. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And a foul ball. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 outs. Base is empty. So here's Wade now. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. 2 down, nobody on, as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Bottom of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, James Outman. The right-hander back. The one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, the slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
So, man aboard. Here's the center fielder, Alan Big Daddy. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add on. It's 16-0.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
New pitcher on here, Taylor Rogers.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Schwarber settles under it, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
One unusual feature of Dodger Stadium, Boog, those low walls in the outfield corners as they curl towards home plate. Lots of homers and automatic doubles because of them.
Betts, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Camilo Doval getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. And that one fouled off. You touched on this, Singy, but Dodger Stadium has become much more hitter-friendly than it used to be. A few decades back, it was probably the most pitcher-friendly ballpark in the league. Cuts and misses, it's a strikeout. And now it's Max Muncy. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Diving, makes the grab. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Blake Sabol. And a swing and a miss. Ohtani Still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Strike 2. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of the hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, David Villar. And that's outside, ball 1. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And him looking, that's a strikeout. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still 16-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Rogers back to work. In the air, out towards left center. And they get the out on Smith. And there's one away. And next for L.A., Gavin Lux. He swings and fouls one off. That one just misses. The Dodgers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, Fitzgerald. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out.
Now back.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Rip towards third. Chapman over to first in time. And Hernandez is out. And that is the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. And now, Tyler Fitzgerald. Ball 1, no strikes.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Hernandez, nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Throw sails over his head at first. Round second, digging for third. And now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Chapman stands at third with one gone in the inning. On the ground. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Schwarber now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Next one misses. Going to count 1-2. Got it by him for the Cove. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusted his stuff in this one.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And what a play. Ball game. Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long.